Today we're talking about the best school districts here in the Jackson metro area, and this hat is actually for my daughter's kindergarten graduation, which is almost 2 years ago. Can you believe that? But that's a better fit. I thought that'd make a good thumbnail. I don't know, but we are talking about schools here in the Jackson metro area today, and with this new rankings that I've got online straight from niche.com for 2024. So don't cheat. Don't go look up. Put down in the comments. Let me know if you're local, especially. Let me know what you think the best school district in the area. The best. What order would you put the top 4 in? Because that's what I've got at the top 4. Look, if you're moving here, or if you already live here, whether you've got kids or if you don't, having a good school district where you purchase your home is a big deal, because it's going to determine how your property value will increase over time, or at least it's a big factor that's going to contribute to that. So let's jump right into it, to number 4 on the list, and that is Rankin County School District. Now, I am personally pretty familiar with Rankin County School District because that is the district where my daughter goes to school. She's in 2nd grade now, and I will say we've been pretty happy with it there, and as you can see, a lot of other people are too. They've got an A rating on niche.com and a lot of A ratings here on this. But one thing to note about the Rankin County School District is that it is huge. It covers a massive area. If we scroll down here on niche.com, you can see they've got the full map. And this outline here is basically all of Rankin County, except for the exception of this cutout, which is Pearl. But you can see Northwest Rankin, which is in the Flowood area, all the way out here to Pelahatchie, Brandon High School's in there, all the way down here to Puckett, Florence, and Ridgeland. All these places are going to have schools here in the Rankin County School District. So you can imagine you get a little bit of variety there, but most of the schools are still going to be ranked pretty well, at least in the Bs. I don't think they've got anything below a B rating, but several of those schools are competitive academically. A lot of them are at least going to be 6A, or the bigger ones are going to be 7A if you're concerned about athletics here in the area when you're looking at schools. And it's interesting because when I was in school, and it's been a little bit, everything maxed out at 5A, then it went to 6A, and now the bigger schools are 7A. So that's your classification system if you want to know. But there are going to be several 7A schools here in the Rankin County School District, and a lot of places you can live there and a lot of variety. Now, we've talked before about a lot of these areas. I'll pop up some of these here. Flowood, for example, where you've got Northwest Rankin, a lot of new development there. You got a lot of shopping, and you're also really close to the reservoir, and that includes the reservoir area too. If you live there along the 39047 in the what we call the reservoir area in Rankin County, you would be going to the Northwest Rankin High School, and one of the many elementary schools that feed into that. Down at Brandon High School, and the schools that feed in there, that's in the city of Brandon. And that's another big one. And obviously you've got several other ones around there. But those two are going to be the biggest zones and high schools within the area. And because of that, they're probably the biggest two that people are looking at when they're making a move to the area. And if that's you, before we jump to the 3rd district on this list, I want to say, take a second here, take down this number. Because look, I love making the videos here. I really hope they help you out. They add some value for you. But I am a real estate agent here in the area at the end of the day, and I really love it even more when I can help you make a move either here to the area or within the area, because we do help with the sell side just as we do on the buy side here within the Jackson Metro. But whatever the case may be, you can call us, text us, email us. You can even, y'all know, really, it's whatever it takes to get in touch with us so we can help make that move as smooth as possible. And whether or not you're ready to do that, make sure you get down there and hit that subscribe button as well if you want to see more videos and content about the Jackson metro area. Now let's go ahead and jump into the number 3 district on the list, and it is going to be Madison County Schools. And this actually includes 2 big high schools here. That includes Madison Central, and it includes the Germantown School District. But if we scroll down here, you can see a lot of A ratings again. Pretty much everywhere we look there. And if we click on the map, you can see you kind of got an odd shape here. Now, a lot of this is Madison County. The cutout there is going to be the Canton School District. So that's the cutout. You can see that kind of runs along here. This is the Lake Caroline neighborhood and golf course here. That's kind of runs down a little bit south of that. So part of that neighborhood's actually in the Canton School District. Part of it's in the the Madison County School District, and actually that part is in the Germantown, would go to Germantown High School. It's in that zone. But you've also got Reunion down here, Annandale, a lot of these big neighborhoods that would be kind of the closest we've got to a master plan community. Those are going to fall within those districts, in the district here in Madison County. And then, of course, the city of Madison and the city of Ridgeland are in there. And over here also Flora. If you're out in Flora, you'll be in that district as well. And some more even kind of way out here, almost to the point that it's barely would be considered part of the Jackson Metro, but it's out here in Madison County. You've got some more schools out there. So again, I'd say not as wide of a scope as what you see in Rankin County, but still a pretty good area that is covered here by Madison County. And the biggest two high schools again in that area being the Madison Central and Germantown. Both of those again 7A schools. If you're interested. Ridgeland High School is actually 6A, and Rosa Scott is actually in Madison. You would be going to 9th grade there before you actually go up to Madison Central, the way they have it set up. So that's what you've got there in Madison. As far as what you've got there, you've got several different communities. Ridgeland, tons of shopping. You've got the mall. You've got the Renaissance area where you've got all your kind of higher end stores. At least higher end for this area, what we get. Madison, you've got a lot more that's kind of coming up. A little bit of entertainment. You've got a movie theater up there. A little bit of shopping, but more of your big box stores and things like that for now. They are developing more of a little town square kind of an area along Main Street in Madison. That's kind of coming along with some new neighborhoods in that area too. Flora is a really nice little town out there. It's really something to go check out, even if you're not thinking about moving there. Some great food out there as well. So those are kind of the communities here that you're in the Madison County School District. So what do you think so far? Is this matching up with your prediction? Let me know in the comments, and drop me a like if you like this kind of informational video. It lets me know that you like it, and I'll keep making more just like it. But let's go ahead and get into number 3, and this is one that we briefly mentioned earlier, but we didn't get into completely, and that is going to be the Pearl Public School District, which again is in Rankin County, and we've got a great here. We're getting down, we're number 2 in the whole area, so obviously we're getting up to the A+ rating here. Lots of A ratings there. And if we scroll down to see the map, now we're not in as big of an area, and I think that's why you saw Rankin County maybe be a little lower on the list, and maybe why Madison as well isn't as high on the list. Just because they cover such a big area. You know, if you were just looking at Flowood, or if you were just looking at Brandon, it might be a little bit more on par with this, because you saw a lot of those schools were A rated and A+ rated too. But Pearl is only got to be worried about Pearl. That's it, just right here, that little cutout of Rankin County. And Pearl has a lot going on for it. You've got some of the most affordable new construction going up in the area is in Pearl. You've got the outlets there. You've got the Mississippi Braves and the Bass Pro Shop, all right here in this area, right close to I-20 there. And just a lot going on there in Pearl, and a great location too. I mean, it's easy to get downtown. It's easy to get to the airport. It's all just kind of right there for you in Pearl. And Pearl High School is again a 7A high school there. So if you were wanting to know, that's what you got. So it's time now for the number 1 school district here in the Jackson, Mississippi metro area. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in here to it. And it is the Clinton Public School District. Clinton has been rated for the number 1 for several years now, so I'm not really too surprised to see it up here on niche.com as number 1. It's also, if you look at the list for best districts in Mississippi, if I jump over here, it's also number 4 in the entire state of Mississippi, and you see Pearl right down there below that. Also, I actually used this list here to come up with here to get the top 4 because there were some odd things. You know, Niche has their best school districts in the Jackson area list, and it just completely left out some of these. I think they've got to revise that, because obviously you would think it would go in the same order as the state list, just take out stuff that's not in this area. Anyway, it doesn't do that. But anyway, here in Clinton, another 7A high school, so a big high school with great ratings here. And you are in Hinds County here, so if you want to be in Hinds County, if you want to be close to, if you're going to be working in Jackson, Clinton is right here next to it. But it's also easy to get up to Ridgeland and Madison. You can get on 220 or the Natchez Trace, which runs through there as well. Again, and kind of like Pearl, it's in a great location, because I mean, it's easy to get on I-20, it's easy to go on 55. and kind of go wherever you need to go. Looking at the map of the district here, this is what you've got. Now, you can get more rural as you go up to the northern part of this, but you do have some new construction out here coming up this way along Pine Haven Road. A lot of new stuff there, but all your schools are kind of centered here in the town of Clinton. You see the Natchez Trace running through there. You got some great parks here, and a nice little historic downtown. If you like a little historic downtown area, you've got that in Clinton. Mississippi College is also in Clinton. So Clinton has its own set of things going for it too. So pretty much none of these that are on this list, and some more that maybe didn't make the list, there's really nothing that you would have to worry about. You got plenty of things going on in all of these areas. So let me know, which one do you think would be the best one for you? Which area do you think you like the best? Is this something that's important to you, or do you really not care? Let me know down in the comments what you think. What should I do my next video about? And if you want to know more about what it's like actually living here in the Jackson Metro, make sure you check out that video right there. You're not going to want to miss it. I couldn't find the coffee mug I usually drink out of, and had this mason jar sitting right there, and you know what? I almost prefer that.